Hey everyone, it's Mistborn here. Now, there's been a bit of confusion with regard to how, strategies for attacking a castle specifically. Mainly the purpose of taunters, rushes, and things like that. What to focus, and basically things like that. Now, I'm going to run through a couple of hypothetical attacks. These aren't genuine. These are literally just, if I was attacking this castle, here's what you could do. So, let's have a look. Let's say we wanted to attack this castle. As you can see, they've got a taunter, and I guarantee that's a very high level person. Got a couple of sieges, a lot of rushers, and some destroyers and fighters. So, if you attacked this base, what would happen? Right now, all attacks would be redirected to this taunter, who, as you can see, is level 316. And that's probably got nearly max troops, which is probably going to be about 80k. Needless to say, that's not going to go well, because not many people are going to be able to take him out, and even if they do, he's got such a massive troop advantage that you're going to take a lot of damage. So ideally you don't want to attack him straight away, because he's not a threat. You shouldn't be attacking with a taunter. As you can see, his attack's 146 and his defense is 228. You don't really want to hit with that of all things. So, what could you do? If you have a rusher, which is one of these dragons here, these little ones here, the purple ones, they can basically trap a Primarch. Now, what this means is that Primarch's special abilities, i.e. the Taunter's ability to redirect attacks, gets turned off. The duration of this trap depends on how many troops are on the Primarch, so the closer to max you are, the longer it lasts. So, if I was attacking this base, you'd have to have at least one taunter, not one rusher, taunt that taunter. So that taunter can't do anything, it can't use its abilities. Then you choose, okay, what things do you want to attack first? Now, if you're in an attack, you don't want to be hit back by things with high attack power, so sieges. These also have the lowest defense, so you see he's got 291 attack but 111 defense. You ideally want to take those out first, because they're the easiest to kill if you're attacking them, but they also do the most returned damage. So you take out these sieges, ideally with your sieges because they've got the most attack power, and then you'd move on to the next highest attack power thing, so your fighters and your destroyers, and you'd take those out, leaving only the defensive stuff that can't hit you back. Then it kind of becomes a bit of a war of attrition. You want your sieges to take out as many things as they can. You kind of want to fund them and things like that. You may want to have a taunter yourselves to ensure that, you know, people don't try and hit your sieges. So while your sieges are attacking everything, keep all attacks redirected to the taunter until basically the threats are eliminated. You can then withdraw the taunters and go from there. And that's the sort of things you want to consider when attacking a base. Is you want to take their taunter out of action, because they're almost always high levels. So if I go to this one, for example, you know, 205, that's a bit of a low level for a taunter, to be fair, but, you know, here's what it is. If we head over to here, this is 291, and over here, do we have one? We've got a couple. 338, 158, again, that's a bit low, and 155, again, a bit low, but that's what you want to look out for. So rushers to trap the taunters so that you aren't forced to hit them. You then want to take out the highest damage things with the lowest defense by attacking them with your highest damage things, i.e. sieges. You want those sieges dead before that taunter is free. You may want to have a taunter to protect your troops as a whole. You don't want to attack with it, but you want them there to redirect fire. And then you just want to take out the most dangerous things bit by bit until only the defensive stuff is left, and you can just sort of whittle those down with your highest value stuff. And that's just basically sort of what you think about when you're attacking. So let's again take this one for example. You've got 2 taunters there, 472 and 535. I guarantee if that's level 15, that's going to have maximum troops. So you'd want to taunt those 2 and, take out these siegers with ideally your siegers. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't recommend hitting these guys. Bear in mind they are, rank 3, but if you were so inclined, you'd trap the taunters, kill the siegers, work your way from sieger to the next highest damage thing, to the next highest damage thing, to the next highest damage thing, until you're left with the rushers and the taunters themselves. And then you'd basically go from there. That's just to give you an idea of what your, what kind of plans you can have for attacking a base. But that's basically it. It's just to give you guys a rough idea and hopefully make the strategy a little bit more clear. Anyway, thanks for your time guys, and I will catch you later.